Hi, I'm Taylor Lamanna, Master Instructor with Balanced Body. I have a sequence here for you today with the Clara barrel Lite. We are going to be working the lateral side body through some leg exercises as well as through some upper body stabilization exercises. We will be working the lateral shoulder and the posterior shoulder, so it's the side and the back of the shoulder, as well as using the Clara barrel as a little release tool for the bottom hip, which is really nice. This is great for beginners. This is also great for more advanced movers as we really do progress in your pelvic stability as well as some fun choreography. I hope you enjoy this sequence. Okay, so I'm here with JT and we're going to start with the lateral sideline series on the Clara barrel. So we do have a mat here because the top of the barrel can be a little intense on the lateral hip. So we have a short mat just kind of folded a couple times to provide that cushion. So I'm gonna have you come into the sideline position. Your forearm is going to come here onto the ground. The hip is gonna come up onto the pad. We're gonna stack the legs and reach them out to the side. Now we wanna try to find where the hips are mostly stacked, one on top of the other. And then the head is going to also be an extension of this line too, so we want to keep the head back in the spine line. Now we're first going to start with bending the knees in towards the chest and then stretching the legs back out. This is a way that we can, and you're just going to keep going, this is a way that we're going to start to learn where the pelvis is at and how pressure affects things as well. So this top hand resting here is a really nice place to have assistance in staying stable in the pelvis. Now this time as you extend your legs out, we're going to stagger one leg in front, one leg back. Doesn't matter which way you start because we're going to switch it. Then bend the knees back in. And then we're going to switch and opposite leg in front, opposite leg back. Excellent. And pull it in. And stretch out. And the bottom leg will extend as well. Perfect. And we're going to do this one more time so that then this back leg ends up here. And one more time, we're going to keep this top leg back. And now let's slide this leg back so it's in line with the straight body there. Now we're in hip extension. So we're going to take this into side kick. So now you're going to reach the leg forward and then forward again, a little higher, and then extend the leg back into hip extension, all while trying to maintain stability in the rest of the body. This is where the stability is definitely going to be more challenged because we have more range of motion that the leg is moving in. And we kind of teased it in the last one, but this is bigger. Now, could we keep the leg motion going, but reach the arm in opposition of the top leg? So this arm's going to come forward. Now, as we reach the leg forward, the arm goes back. We're going to kick it forward twice and then reach the leg back. And we're just going to keep a pointed foot in both feet for this. And one more time. We're going to go forward twice and a little kick, and then reach it back. Now hold your hip extension. We're gonna keep the arm reaching, and now you're gonna take it into a little circle in hip extension. So the top leg now is circling from the hip socket. The bottom hip, once again, is nice and stable. Head's in line with the spine, going through that lateral checklist. Take a pause, circle the opposite direction. Excellent. Keep reach through this top arm. Abs are connected. Now we're gonna send this leg forward, and then we're going to circle here as well. The bottom leg is just going to stay straight in line with the hip line. Perfect. One more circle. Now let's circle the other way. It's really interesting circling the legs in extension and hip flexion. So that's what we're playing with here. It is challenging. Now we're going to go ahead and reach that leg back in line with the bottom leg. I'm going to have you carefully come up, JT, to a seated position in the well. And then I'm going to remove the pad. We don't really need it here, but you're going to now take your hands behind you on the arc. We're now going to dynamically work the shoulder posteriorly. So you're going to lift up into a reverse tabletop position. So bridge the hips. Perfect. And then go ahead and take a seat back down. Now you have nice long legs, so let's step your feet out just a little further. Perfect. And then as you press and lift the pelvis, we're looking for nice opened hip flexors. That's great. And then sit back down 2 more times. We're going to lift and come back down. Now this time you're going to lift and I want you to hold. Now we're going to alternate knee march. So you're going to lift that right leg to tabletop and then place that back down. And then we're going to lift the left leg up. Perfect, and place that back down. Good, nice wide shoulders. The hands can either hold wide or you can bring the fingers pointed forward, whatever feels best for the shoulder here. Now, let's hold this leg tabletop, and then I'm gonna have you stretch the leg out in front of you, lower it down to the floor, and let's lift the leg back up, maintaining the stability of the pelvis, the press into the arc with the arms to keep the upper body stable. And one more time, let's lift that, lower it, bend the knee, put the foot back down. Let's extend the left leg now. So we started up in the air, and then we're gonna tap down to the floor and then back up. Perfect, lower down and lift if you can. Try to keep that knee as straight as possible. A little bend is okay if we need it. Try that one more time, lower and lift, bend the knee, put the foot back down onto the floor, take a seat into the well again. And then we would repeat the lateral legs on the second side. We would just turn around, or if you want to face the same direction, you could move the Clara barrel to the other direction and repeat on the second side. Thanks for watching this Balanced Body video.